Hi, my name is Barbara Freeberg. I'm a former portfolio manager and university investments instructor, here to talk to you about investing, wealth building, and how to make money daily. But if you're looking for a get rich quick scheme or a way you can make money daily with no money to start with, you're in the wrong video. So just click off and go to another video that tells you how to make money fast. This is a process, and we'll learn the steps for you to build up wealth in terms of a 6 or even 7 figure portfolio over time. And those investments will end up making you money daily. And of course, we can't forget you have to invest in yourself. And we'll talk about that too, because that's a way to build up more income, which you can apply to investing and growing your wealth. Now, I've been around the block a few times. When I was younger in my 20s and 30s and began investing, I thought I would never build up a 6 or 7 figure portfolio. It just seemed too far in the future. And yet, long story short, after really, a few decades, 1, 2, or 3, you really start to see significant progress due to what we call compounding. So, a penny doubled every day for 30 days or $1 million. Which would you prefer? You'd think that you'd take the $1 million. After all, if you start with a penny today and only have 2 pennies tomorrow and 4 pennies on day 3, it seems just common sense that you would take the $1 million if someone gave you this choice. Of course, they're not going to give it to you. But what you will find out is here is actually how much a penny doubled for 30 days turns out to. You'll see on day 17, you're up to $655. And you may think then, well, heck, I'm glad I took the $1 million. But on day 21, you're up to $10,000. And on day 24, you're up to $83,000. But wait for it. It's during that last week when your money is doubling every day that by day 30, you've made $5,368. That's how compounding works. Now, obviously, there are no investments that I know of that earn 100% a day. If there were, it would be obviously really easy to make a lot of money. But even if you invest in a stock market fund that earns an average 8-9% a year, and put money in it every single month, it doesn't take a long time for your money to double. In fact, at 7% interest, your money will double every 10 years. So let's talk about how to make money daily. If you don't have a lot of money, you're going to grow your income through side hustles. I have worked more than one job my entire life. So has my husband. We have always had side hustles. So if you think that your job makes enough, then great. And you have enough extra that you can deploy into other endeavors, wonderful. But if you're in a profession that doesn't make a ton of money, then you might look to growing your income with the express intent of investing that extra income. And we'll talk about ideas to do that near the end of this video. Of course, if you're deep into high interest rate debt, pay off your liabilities fast because you can't grow wealth. You can't make money daily. You can't even get out of the hole if you're paying 15% interest on your credit card or 20%. Also, before you start investing, you probably want to build up a little cash for emergencies. So we're going to talk about different ways to invest. Then after we cover those, we'll do a quick view of 30 ways to invest and make money. We'll talk about side hustles and how you can actually increase your income. And finally, the wrap up. So why am I talking about investing? Isn't that a slow process? Doesn't that take forever? Well, anything worth having takes a while. You don't start your job and become a manager in the first year. You don't start learning piano and become an expert in a year. Investing is the same way. You start, and what you deploy into your investment accounts, the money you deploy there, will grow and compound exponentially, so that ultimately you will have investments that will make you money daily. Now, there's lots of forms of investing. You can buy real estate debt, bonds, mutual funds, stocks. You can get into day trading, which, between you and me, there's people that are successful at day trading, but a lot more of them lose a lot of money. So I don't recommend that. You could put a small amount of money in crypto, again, very volatile, and some people have had success with that, and others have gotten wiped out. Then you can look at slower ways to build your wealth, like high yield savings accounts, money markets, or certificates of deposit. There are even ways to invest in startups that promise higher returns. So, as we showed in the last article, how compounding works. Here we're going to take a simpler example, not doubling your money every day, but with a very, very, very small interest rate of 5%. You can get that today on a money market account, and a starting investment of $1,000. You'll find that over a period of 20 years, your money has grown to $2,600. Now that's just one investment, and it's a low interest rate. So imagine if you invested $500 a month at an interest rate of 7 or 8%. You're going to go into the 5, 6, 7 figures much more quickly. You don't need a lot to get started, but the earlier you start, the greater opportunity you will have for ending up with a large portfolio. A lot of apps like Acorns and robo-advisors, low minimum robo-advisors, can get you started immediately. And there are some who make money with speculative stock trading. And I don't say don't do that, because sometimes you can have really good returns, but it's riskier. So you're better off creating a conservative stock and bond exchange traded portfolio, investing in your workplace 401k, and letting your employer match a part of that in a stock and bond mutual fund portfolio. Over time, if you get a 10% return, in 7 years, your money will double. If you invest every month, before you know it, you will see your returns and your total investment portfolio grow. I have a giveaway that hopefully is at the bottom, tells you how to invest and grow your wealth. It's free, and it gives you a lot of good tips of how to get started in investing. And I'll put a link to that in the video notes. So there's a lot of different ways to invest. A lot of people like dividends, and dividends are like investing in a company, a stock, or a mutual fund. And dividends are kind of like the interest you get on your bank account. They're paid regularly, usually every quarter or so. And you can either reinvest those back into the mutual fund or the stock, or you can take them out for the cash. I recommend reinvesting. It'll help your investment performance grow more rapidly. I have an account at M1 Finance. I am invested in a dividend portfolio, and it's grown very, very nicely over time. If you click here, when I give you the link to the article, you can get a free access into the platform to have a look at their export portfolios. Real estate investment trust, although those investments typically deliver lower returns, they're required by law to pay out 90% of their earnings every year. And so that means you get a lot of cash either to reinvest or to take out if you would like. And they pay cash dividends at differing periods of time. And then there are other real estate investment platforms like Fundrise, Diversyfund, or Groundfloor that give you an opportunity to invest in private real estate deals or even make loans to real estate buyers. These are a little riskier than REITs, but they also offer the potential for higher returns. Now, some people trade commodities. I don't do that, but again, it's another way that you can invest and make money. Fractional shares. Some of us are starting out with not much money at all, and you can't even afford to buy a whole share of a stock or a mutual fund. Fortunately, a lot of companies like SoFi Active Investing, Acorns, Robinhood, they all allow you to invest in fractional shares. So there's no excuse to not start investing today. Because remember, your goal is to invest and save and make money so you can have passive income daily, not today or tomorrow, but in time. So let's go on from here. Bonds are typically lower return instruments. In a bond, you're going to be loaning money to a company or the government. I typically like bond funds, exchange traded funds, and they'll give you a nice return, 5, maybe 6% over time. If you invest that money, your investment will grow, or you can take that money out and use it to spend. Day trading, we talked about that, very speculative. And if you do that, don't do it with all your money because your likelihood of success is not high. Now, savings accounts or CDs today are paying about 5%. Look, it's not the average long-term return you'll get from stocks, but it's also not horrible. And they are savings accounts and CDs are typically insured up to $250,000 by the FDIC. And they're a good place to put money, for example, your emergency fund or money that you will need within the next year or two. Now, Wealthfront, I partner with them. They currently offer 5% interest on your cash, and they also have a robo-advisor who will invest on your behalf so that you can build your investment portfolio without doing all of the work. I believe in investing in yourself because if you invest in yourself through education, through courses, through learning online, however you do it, you will learn how to make more money, which you then deploy into your investments, which will grow and ultimately enable you to make money daily. So, for a summary, open a brokerage account to purchase financial assets, which is a fancy way of saying stocks, bonds, index funds, real estate investment trusts. Or try out real estate crowdfunding like the platforms I discussed above, Diversyfund, Groundfloor. Start or buy an online business. I have an online business. It makes a very nice income. It didn't happen quickly. It is not passive. It takes a lot of time to run, but it is lucrative today. Start a side hustle. You can even complete gig jobs. Drive Uber for a couple of hours a week. You're not going to get rich on that, but maybe you'll make a little extra money that you can then use to invest. So now we're going to go through really quickly just all the different ways to invest to make more money. Stock market, individual stocks, fractional shares, index funds, dividend paying stocks. You can make a lower return on bonds, certificates of deposit, and these types of savings and fixed income investments. Very risky, but you might make a lot of money or you might lose a lot of money. So I recommend crypto, Bitcoin, day trading, not for all of your money, but maybe for a portion. Crowdfunding, buying real estate debt. You can buy online, starting with a very small amount, invest in startups, fund a friend or family member's business. Now you can do that. I'm not really keen on that because the risk is pretty high and you could ruin a good relationship. You can start an online blog. You can, and this is the way you build more money so that you can ultimately invest that money so that you can make money daily. You can sell things through Etsy, Amazon, your own website. If you're good on the computer, hire yourself out for tech services. Manage a business's social media presence. Sell your expertise in courses on Udemy, Teachers Pay Teachers, or OutSchool. Okay, we've talked about the spare change apps, self-improvement. That's how you get the skills to earn more money that you can deploy into investing. We'll follow up with a few questions, and then I will give you some links at the bottom so you can learn more. You can have a link directly to this video where you can go in and click on some of the links in here. So how do I turn 100 into 1,000? Time and compound returns are the best way to do that. If you earn 10% a year, 100,000 will be worth $100 will be worth 1,000 in 24 years. Okay, that's a long time to wait. Sorry about that. If you're lucky, you could turn 100 into 1,000 by investing in crypto or other speculative investments more quickly. But if you want to invest $100 not once, but every 2 weeks, then you're going to turn that money into $1,000 a lot more quickly. So if I'm investing and I want to have an income of $3,000 a month, and if you divide that by 30 days, that's like having money daily. So it's like earning $100 a day. And so to make $3,000 a month, the answer depends on your annual rate of return. If you earn an average 10% per year, you'll need $360,000. Now that sounds like a ton of money now, but trust me, with compounding, regular investing, you can get to that amount and maybe not even realize that you are losing the money. So, what can I invest in to make money fast? I already told you making money fast is not easy. I mean, sure, you can win the lottery, but you've got a greater chance of getting hit by lightning than you do winning the lottery. But some investment options do offer a fairly quick turnaround for those who have enough capital to start with. Groundfloor, for example, has a 30 to 90 day loans for investors who want a quick turnaround, and they might earn 10 to 12% average per year. So, if you want to invest, earn money daily, increase your investments, make a commitment to do that now. Start today, have some patience, educate yourself, and while you're working, set up a small side hustle, something you can do from the home. Start a YouTube channel, start a blog, drive for Uber, and invest your tips. So, the old adage is true. It takes money to make money. But if you start today investing money to make money, it won't be long before you have enough invested that you can make money daily. Thanks so much for showing up. Check the details below. I will have links to some of the apps that I've discussed. And just a warning, if you do click on one of the links marked affiliate, our company may earn a small commission to help fund our channel. Happy investing.